Don't you worry, don't you cry. I can promise it gets better in time. Keep your head up, keep your shine. Hold my hand up, it gets better in time.
Okay, wait. Why did nobody tell me that all of this stuff was FSA eligible? I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, FSA Store. As someone who always forgets to use her FSA money before it expires, finding FSA Store genuinely changed the game for me. Every product on the site is already eligible, so there's no guessing, no submitting receipts, and no wondering if you'll get reimbursed later. If it's on the site, it's eligible, period. They sent me a few things that I'm actually really excited to use, especially because they're already items that I use regularly. First, this Eucerin Calming Itch Relief Lotion, because my skin gets so dry and irritated, especially after long days. You guys know that I do not play about my lotion, okay? Eucerin, the best. I also got this Vicks Personal Steam Inhaler, and listen, allergy season has been fighting me bad. So this is perfect for keeping me together. Now, if you know me, you know that I keep headache medicine near me at all times. So these Tylenol Extra Strength Rapid Release Gels are definitely getting used. Plus this Caring Mill Hydrocortisone Cream, which is from FSA Store's own brand, for those random skin flare-ups and irritation moments. And with summer right around the corner, I will be outside, and this will definitely be with me. What I love is that this isn't just basic medicine cabinet stuff. They have over 2,500 eligible products ranging from skincare, recovery tools, and everyday health essentials. Literally things that people are already buying anyway. Except now you can use your pre-tax FSA dollars. I just can't believe that it took me this long to get in the know. But we're here now, and I won't be shopping any other way. Of course, the link will be down below in the description box, because when I know something, we know something. So before your FSA money may expire, visit FSAstore.com/RihannaJ or scan the QR code to start shopping today. A huge thank you to FSA Store, where everything is eligible, for sponsoring this video. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. We are jumping right in today because guess what? I am getting ready for my anniversary dinner tonight. It's my anniversary weekend. Our anniversary is actually on Memorial Day. I don't know why I almost said New Year's. Monday is Memorial Day. That is our actual anniversary. And even though both of us are off of work, celebrating on a Monday is like... So we are going to dinner tonight. So excited because this is my Olympics, if you will, to get ready, get all glammed up for my man. I'm literally just like so excited. So I'm going to curl my hair. It's curls on the bottom, but I really want to curl the top of it. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. And then we are jumping right into the makeup because I want to do like a full beat tonight. I just want tonight to be like the night I dress up for myself and my man, okay? Because realistically, he doesn't care what I'm wearing. He doesn't care what I look like. I care. And I'm really doing this for me, but also he's reaping the benefits from it. So let's go ahead and jump in. I've already prepped my hair. I am still using the Redken 5th Avenue thermal spray. I sprayed this in my hair because I am going to be curling it. So I've already prepped the hair, and hopefully it gives me a really nice hold. I'll also be using some clips. This is low-key a little bit ghetto, okay? This little Ziploc bag. It was in this bag. I don't know. I took it out because I wanted to count to see how many clips, and I just realized that I didn't even count to see how many clips. So we're not going to be clipping my entire head. I don't think I have enough for that. Let's go ahead and count, because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might have one more in my makeup bag. I'm at my man's house right now getting ready. 8. Yeah, the reason for this is because it's actually raining today. It's so rainy and all the things, and I just felt like, all right, let me just get ready at his house. I don't have to like travel and like be outside. I mean, we're gonna be outside to like get in and out of the car, but it's just easier to just get ready here, especially because the restaurant and everything is in DC. I don't live in DC, so yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do this hair, girl. Okay, I washed it last night. It's really, it smells really good. It's not greasy, very light and fluffy, although my leave out is like doing this weird thing. So what I'm gonna do right now is just curl it, and then when I take my curls out, once everything is cooled, I'll bump the top of my hair. And my leave out just wasn't wanting to like lay down. I don't know. My leave out is just leaving. I don't know. So yeah, let me go ahead. Let's curl this real quick. I'll montage this and then we'll jump right into the makeup. I feel like I need some tunes. Blame It on the Boogie has been on a loop in my mind. So we're gonna start with some Michael. Okay, so disregard what we look like right now. The hair looks like it's setting. So now we're gonna get into the skin. I already primed. I used the Curology 2-in-1 Daily Prime, potentially. It's a 2-in-1 primer, so it's like a moisturizer and a primer at the same time too. So I've already prepped my face with that. We also used some sunscreen. Not that I really need it because... Huh? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I'm messing up your recording.
No, you're okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I should have told you that. You probably thought I was talking to you.
Yeah, I was like, is she talking on the phone? Oh.
No. This is the Saint Jane sunscreen. It's a luxury sunscreen, and it smooths your pores. I've been using this. I'm actually almost out of it. It's like gloomy and rainy outside, so we probably don't need it, but I put it on there anyway for good measure. And then on my lips, I just have the Laneige lip sleeping mask. 10 out of 10. So for my base, I probably should montage some of this because I only have about like 30 minutes before I need to leave. But to start priming my face, I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide inside, and I'm letting that sit on my face for about 2 to 3 minutes before actually going in and applying my foundation. I'm really low on this, but this is one of my favorite brow gels. This is the NYX The Brow Glue. I'm running super duper low. Like, honestly, I might not be brushing anything on, but like faith and prayers for real. But I did dermaplane my face today and I touched up my brows. I didn't do like the best job in shaping, but this will do. And then I like to take my finger and like slick them down to my face so it's like glued, and then I take that same little spoolie and do a nice little shape on the top. It feels wrong every time I do it, but I like to rake the product like forward through my brow and then go in the opposite direction. That way I can really ensure that all of my brow hairs, not that there's very many, but that all of it gets the product. So stick them to our face. I definitely need to get my brows professionally done, but that is like a job for not today. Okay, for foundation, I'm going in with 2. I'm gonna do like a pump of the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I am in the shade 08A, which is Warm Sand. And then I'm also going to do about a half a pump of the L'Oreal Paris Infallible up to 32-hour fresh wear foundation. And I'm in the shade 510, I believe. So I like to mix these because this is too warm and this is a little too cool, but this gives better coverage than this one. So I like to give them a good mix. So I'm gonna actually warm them up on my, what's this called? The back of my hand. And like a half a pump of this. And then I just take the back of any like skinny brush that I have and I mix them up on the back of my hand. We're gonna use our hand like a little palette because I'm an artist. This is art. Okay, thank you. It's a really good shade match too. Wow. Going in with a foundation brush. This is a flat angled brush from, I don't know, I can't remember the brand name, but it's on my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested in it. I'm really only worried about covering the center part of my face. I'm not really concerned with the perimeters of my face because it'll be covered by my hair. So I'm gonna put the most of the product on the inside of my face and then make sure that that has the most coverage and then worry about the outsides. I wish that I could be a dewy girl and leave my makeup just like this, that like really dewy, glowy skin look, but I fear that in the next hour or so, it's gonna look like I was in the kitchen frying like a pork chop or fried chicken over the stove. I'm just gonna look greasy and a mess. But I do wish that was my portion. I do wish that I could get away with a dewy skin look. Your girl is just entirely too oily, and I'm not mad at it because it keeps my skin looking youthful. We do have a few new friends to treat on our face because, you know, hormonal acne is just very much a thing. I tried to pop a pimple on the side of my cheek earlier and it just made it irritated and swollen, but it'll be covered by my hair, so it's fine. And I do have a few more dark marks that have, you know, were the result of my last Rachel episode. So, all right, this is the base. It's pretty decent coverage. I can still see a little bit of hyperpigmentation underneath, but I'm not gonna worry about that because my concealer is gonna take care of that. Now for my concealer, I am using the L'Oreal Paris True Match in the shade W5, which is medium. I'm gonna use this for underneath my eyes. I try not to anyways. I do not put concealer directly underneath my eye. I leave a little bit of space there because creasing is like a real thing, and the joys and the blessing of aging, but my skin is very much, you know, wrinkling a little bit underneath my eyes, and that's okay. We bless God for wrinkles. But it helps to not put the concealer directly underneath my eyes. So you'll see when I blend it out. I'm also gonna highlight down the middle of my nose, of course the center of my forehead, above my cupid's bow, and then of course on my chin. And then we're actually gonna let this concealer sit. I feel like my robe is trying to open up. Anyway, I guess we could talk a little bit. My man just got back. He's getting in the shower now, so we have a little bit more time. Anyway, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade on my brows in the shade Ebony, and I only fill in the ends of them. I don't fill in the front. Anyway, so girl, I just like cannot believe that I'm here celebrating an anniversary. I need a mirror. Do I got a mirror? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I cannot believe that I'm celebrating an anniversary with this man. Like, oh my gosh, we're here. It's just been such a great experience. Like, wow. Everything about my relationship has been so intentional. It's been so God-centered. Like, he is everything that I pray for and more. Like, it's really insane. Like, I didn't even know men like this existed, but they do, and I snagged one. Thank you, Lord. I don't know the name of the restaurant that we're going to tonight, and I also will not be filming there tonight, but I figured we could do a little cute little get ready with me. But the place apparently has live music, and we both very much enjoy live music. The only thing that would make this even more better of an evening is if Michael Jackson himself was performing. Actually, that might not be great because I'd leave with Mike. Yeah. I'm kidding. Am I? All right, now that my concealer has sat on for a little bit longer, I'm actually gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this one is in the shade, yeah, I don't know. It's really light though. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little dab in the very corners, still not directly underneath my eye, but in this area, because I know that actually I could probably bring this up a little bit because I'm gonna keep this right in this area. I'm not gonna drag it out at all, so that can stay. I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'm also going in with Tawny. This is another LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm gonna carve out my brows. Now we're going into blend. I'm using a concealer brush, and it's dirty because like the bristles are like laying one way. Usually it's more fluffy, but it is time to wash these brushes. I like to just like pat it. I don't like to drag the product because I want the most coverage. I like to diffuse out just a little bit and keep the product at the very center of where I placed it. I know y'all can't really see, but I'm looking at the mirror behind my camera right now just to make sure I can see everything. Whatever is left over on my brush from blending out all of the other areas of my face, I'm just going to dab my eyes with it so I can set this as my base for, or use this as my base for my eyeshadow. Nothing crazy, just a thin layer. Okay, and then for the inner corner, I'm literally just gonna be making small circles in the same spot, not dragging that product, really just blending it into this corner. And then whatever is left on this brush, I'm gonna just lightly dab right underneath the bottom of my waterline where I didn't put actual concealer. Whatever's on there is pigmented enough to cover for speeding this up. Next is my Laura Mercier, this is the banana powder, I think. I'm lying. It's the loose setting powder, ultra blur, and translucent honey. That's what it is. Quickly set everything that I just used concealer on. Let me just make sure that's blended on the side. I'm also gonna go back in really quick with my foundation brush to make sure that there's no harsh lines of demarcation of where my concealer and my foundation are. I know we look crazy. We low-key went out of order today, but that's okay. I won't stress it. I'm gonna put a little extra powder on and around my nose because she's been real shiny lately, okay? She just wanna be seen, and we already see her. But with the shininess, it's like, no girl. For bronzer, I am using the Juvia's Place Bronzed Bronzer in the shade Dark. We've hit pan because she's really that good, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick dusting, nothing too crazy. I don't want like a dramatic, a super harsh contour because this is very warm. I only like to bring it, I almost flipped you guys off and I don't do those things, sorry Lord. Like halfway in between my eye. I don't like to bring it down any further because then it's like starts to drag your makeup in and your face looks sunken in almost. And then around the perimeter of my forehead. I'm only gonna go in with this one layer right now and see what I'm working with once all the rest of my products are on my face, because you can always add more, you can't take off. It's like the same thing with cooking. You can always add more, but you can't take out. So you just want to be careful. I'm gonna bring it down my jaw, snatch this chin a little bit, and I'm also going to do my nose because you know we love a good nose contour here. Okay, for blush, I'm going in with my cracked blush. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade Confident Pink. Just going to put this right on top of where I put my bronzer and then put it underneath, directly underneath my eye for like a nice pinky look. And I'm also gonna like bring it up a little bit. We love a little pinky look. I feel like the higher that I keep my products, like the younger I look. I feel like if I bring it down too far, it makes me look like older. I don't know. It just brings everything up. It lifts everything. It's more lifted, not older, but lifted. I'm gonna add a little bit on my nose, my chin, a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I just like this pink a lot. It's very cutesy. The quickest eyeshadow, I'm using the ColourPop Nude Mood, and I almost said in the shade. The shades I'm gonna use though are Put On Airs, which is this really nice bronzy gold color. I'm also going to use the Cocoa, Mugged Off, and a little bit of Moody on the side. Yeah, this isn't a tutorial. This is just really me trying to hurry up. Because I got ready in enough time and I still managed to make myself late. It's really a skill, truly. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm flipping you guys off again. I'm so sorry. I like to pack on that gold color. Let me just do the other side too while I'm at it. I'm trying not to flip you guys off. I don't mean it. That's not what I'm trying to do here. It's just my middle finger gets in like that crease better, I feel like. I like it to cover a majority of my eyelid. I don't have a lot of eyelid space, but I have a lot of space on top. So as long as my glitter is pretty much packed on there, which it is, I'm gonna go in with that Mugged Off, which is like a nice milk chocolate shade. It's just like a warm tone that I'm just going to start to use to buffer out all of that. And it's also going to tie in that bronzer that I use to contour my nose. Nothing too crazy. I really like how pigmented this is, so a little bit of the product goes a long way, girl, okay? In the very outer corner of my eyes, I'm going to go in with a mixture of the Cocoa and Moody. And I'm just gonna smoke it out just a little bit. I'm not bringing it up too high. I just want to keep it in this corner. Going a little bit more to add some dimension. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. And just line my waterline with a mixture of the Cocoa and Mugged Off to go ahead and make the look cohesive underneath my eye, connecting my waterline to the outer corner of my eye. It just adds a nice little depth. I like that a lot. Ties it all together. Now I'm going to reverse contour. I'm going to snatch my nose. We gotta snatch her up really good. I should have did this before I did my eyeshadow, but that's okay. This is that same Laura Mercier powder that we used before to set our entire face. Carve out my cheekbones. We're gonna let that sit. I am gonna put lashes on, so I'm just gonna keep my mascara very simple. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic in like their darkest black shade. Just enough to cover my lashes and make them black. I don't need them to be long or anything. Not that they are long, because you know we got a little teaspoon. I think he's ready, and he literally came home and showered and just like threw on clothes. Men just have it so easy. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my dress on, and then we'll come back and finish the hair and makeup. All right, the dress is on. I'm gonna take down the hair. And I'm really bad at clipping, like pinning the curls and clipping it on the right hand side. It always looks crazy. Okay, so we've got some dents in here. That's okay, that's why I have my straightener on. So we can go ahead and fix the top of this head. I just need like 4 minutes. Just some like flowy bouncy curls, nothing too crazy, you know? Y'all, this dress, I'm running it back. I've ordered this dress back in like, I think February. I wanted to wear it for Valentine's Day and it didn't fit. And I told y'all I was gonna be able to fit in this dress, and I can fit. It is a little on the shorter side, so we will not be, I mean, I wouldn't be bending over anyways, but still a very cutesy dress. I just like to be mindful. Yeah, like it wouldn't zip when I first bought it. Would not zip. It zipped, but it's a little tight. We're gonna have to suck it in. All right, I am gonna spray the top of my leave out with this and like use a brush, or sorry, a comb to make sure it like stays together. Cause my God, It didn't want to stay down before, and I needed, like, you see this antenna? We don't want it. All right, I am just gonna clip this down. Just clip it back out of my face really quick so we can brush off this excess makeup. Brush this off my nose, and whatever is left, just diffuse it into my blush so it's not too harsh. Wipe off the cheeks. Pack that in, and then this is really a gamble because the other day I played myself. I beat my face in the car and I was like literally 10 minutes away from work. I sprayed my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Matte Finish Setting Spray, and it literally left those white residuals on my face. So prayerfully, we don't have this problem. I think we're safe. All right, let's get a fan. Okay, I'm not gonna dry it all the way because I do want to put on a little bit of highlighter. This is the Revolution highlighter Reloaded in Make an Impact. I love this. It's like a rose gold iridescent shade. It's so nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that at the top of my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, my chin, and then I like to add some on my nose, just a little dab. Spray my face one more time. The lashes I'm using, these are the Ardell Naked Lashes. They have an Invisiband, so we're gonna use those really quick. I don't like to wear lashes because they make my eyes feel super dry, but you know, it's an occasion, it's a celebration. I have to put the glue on the back of my hand first, and then use the nozzle to put a thin layer of glue on the band. I go a little heavier on the ends because I don't want any lifting. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna let these sit for a quick sec, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our lip liner while we allow the glue to get tacky. Lip liner is Juvia's Place in the shade Coffee Bean. This is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in Unbutton. It's like a nice nude-ish pink. Lashes. I'm sweating because we have to go. All right, I'll fix the lashes in the car. This is the gist of the look. Okay, this is the look. This is the dress. Again, it's a little on the shorter side, but still cute. Hair and makeup. I think I have to fix it in the car, but this is the gist. Good morning, y'all. Oh my gosh, it has been a few days since I picked up this camera. I think the last time we talked was when I was getting ready for my anniversary dinner, which was so nice. I'm gonna be that man's fiance. I can feel it. I can feel it. Anyway, so we had dinner Sunday, regularly scheduled program, church, chilling out. Yesterday we had off for Memorial Day. Also, it was my sister's birthday, so shout out to my Cam. Happy 28th birthday. Or she said 26 because she said the 2 years of COVID don't count, which that would mean that I'm 29, and I'm not actually mad at that. So anyway, we are in the building. It is Tuesday. I was gonna say Monday. It's Tuesday. I actually have a meeting shortly, but I had to get something for a brand edited right quick, so that's what I'm doing right now. My co-teacher is out today and tomorrow, so it is just me. So I'm really interested to see how today is going to go. I know it's gonna be fine, but if my coffee is any indicator, the day is gonna be mid because I thought I made like a bomb coffee, but it's too light. It's like milk with a touch of espresso. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, yeah, so today is actually a big day because I am taking my exam, and I'm actually gonna take my exam at my man's house today because I don't wanna play with traffic now that it is raining outside. So I'm just gonna go over there after work today. So today I'm gonna make a worksheet, have my kids do that, and I'm gonna be studying for my exam, and we taking it, and in Jesus' name, we will be passing because I'm not paying another $130, $150 for this test. I'm not doing it. I'll find somewhere else to teach. I'll just teach in Maryland and not DC because I don't know why they have to give you a DC license if you already have one. My teaching license is from Pennsylvania. That's reciprocity state. So it's like, what are we talking about here? But anyway, yeah. So this morning we are getting into the swing of things. I'm really kind of hoping that attendance is low with the rain outside. I'm over it. I honestly feel like once CAPE testing is done, we could wrap the school year up. I feel like the kids aren't learning, they're not retaining anything, their brains are fried. They have testing this week for their end of year MAP assessments. So they're testing today and tomorrow for ELA and science, and then Friday is Thursday and Friday. Wait. Tuesday, Wednesday is ELA and science. Thursday, Friday is math. And then once we get through this week, we only have 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks left. Our students' last day is on the 18th. My last day of work is not until the 22nd, which I don't understand that, but it's fine. It's not for me to understand. So anyway, yeah. All right, let's jump into this work day. Let's do the things and get it done. You guys, we worked a full day. And when I tell you today drained me, I do not mean to sound greedy or ungrateful, but this 3-day weekend that we just had, it just wasn't enough. I'm sorry. I needed a few more days because what do you mean all of the rest that I got these last 3 days was undone by an 8-hour work shift? And mind you, I didn't even have all of my students today because a lot of them went on a field trip and then a lot of them were absent due to the rain, which I knew was going to be a thing. And I'm like, oh, today's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. But instead we got difficult, lemon difficult. So I decided to reward myself with a fry. Got a medium fry. Oh, let's not make a mess, and this is coming right out because I don't leave trash in a car. I got myself a French fry from McDonald's and a crispy Coke. So good, takes the edge off. And then I also got a sweet and sour sauce because duh. Traffic wasn't horrible. It was bad, but it wasn't like horrible. I have about 2.5 hours before I have to take my exam. And in Jesus' name, this will be the last time I have to take it. My man said that he's working from home right now because he went into work today and the power went out. So they sent everybody home. God, I see what you're doing for others. Why couldn't we do that? So he's actually in the house right now, which is exciting because I didn't think I was going to be able to see him before he got home from work, since he usually gets home around the time I'm supposed to start my test. And you can't have any interruptions or any visitors in the testing room where you're testing. So I probably should have got a small fry because now I don't want these anymore. The idea of food sounded good at the time, but I'm good. I'm like finally finding my footing since being down for like the last 2 weeks. And grief is just so strange because I'm no longer like crying sad. I just feel like fragile in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel just not as strong as I usually am. And I'm trying to give myself grace to, you know, ease back into life. And there's just so many things. There's so many things. We actually have to talk about this, but I'm really still working through it with the Lord. I definitely feel like there's just so much stacked against me right now. Like that loss could not have come at a worse time, because from there everything else just seems to be falling apart. And it's like, all right, God, like I know that nothing is wasted in the kingdom, and I'm going to choose to believe that none of this is coincidental, that all of this in the end will work out for my good, because he has plans to prosper me and not to harm me. And so it's just that renewing of my mind daily. And I'm going to say this, and I'm yelling at myself. Okay, you don't got to yell at me. I'm yelling at myself because I have not been in my Bible the way that I have. I probably haven't picked up the Bible, a physical Bible, in like 2 weeks. Okay. And I just feel like I'm trying to look for comfort in all of the things. Like when I tell you I'm in my 5th week of mycosis, I'm mourning a man who died like 17 years ago. Okay, I've seen that movie twice. I bought it on pre-order on Prime Video. They haven't released the release date yet, but I already purchased it for my little $24.99. And I just feel like I'm reading all the headcanons on TikTok. If you guys don't know, y'all should read those Michael Jackson headcanons on TikTok because they're good. Okay, they're really good. But I'm like looking for comfort and like relief in all of these things that are not the Lord. And then today on my commute to work, I was I had this app called Bible.is, and it's basically like an audio Bible. And I was reading Romans, or listening to Romans, and I was literally listening to the first 8 chapters. I really wanted to get to Romans 8 because I love Romans 8. But it was all of those chapters leading up to chapter 8 talking about how God accepts you through your faith. And here I feel like my faith is being tested in every which way, and I panic. I always panic. I don't know why, but it's like having those verses read to me today literally filled my spirit so much, because I really truly felt like my faith was wavering. It's never that I don't believe in God. It's never that I don't believe that he can do it. It's always that he won't do it for me. Like that's where my mind goes. Like he'll do it for everybody else. I see it for everyone else. I can believe it for everybody else, but for me personally, he just up there having a good old cackle at my expense, because the way life has just played out these last few weeks is insane. But through it all, I know that God is with me and that I know that he sees me. So I think it's not very nice to stare at people, right? Okay. The person that's delivering the mail literally was walking past my car but staring directly at me. Girl, I hope you don't think I'm in here talking to myself. I know you see this camera in front of me. Okay? I am turning these fries up. Sorry, I'm hot. I gotta turn the air back up. Okay, so my test starts in about 40 minutes, but I'm just making sure that I have all of the things that I need. On the assessment, you can either have a whiteboard, so I have like a plain whiteboard that I just took from my classroom. It's mine, to be clear. I bought 3 class sets, but I made sure that I took one from my classroom. And then I also have a transparency. I bought the transparency this time because the last time when I took it at my house, I used a transparency, but my table's black. So it was really, really hard to see my work. So hopefully they let me use the whiteboard. It says that we can use a whiteboard, so I don't foresee it being an issue, but just in case, we have some transparencies. And then I brought 3 dry erase markers. You can't have any pen or pencil because like you can't have like physical documentation or scratch paper of the actual test. And then I don't think we're able to use a calculator. They say that there's one built in. I don't really know, but I have a calculator just in case they let me do that. Now, I did bring that from my classroom, but again, I'll bring it back tomorrow. And then I also have a little dry erase eraser. So there's that. I'm actually logging into the test right now so that I can make sure that I run all the tests, that the Wi-Fi is good, all of that, which it should be. It says that you should log in 15 minutes before your test. I thought that my test started at 6, but it starts at 6:30, so I have a little bit more time. You can't have anything else open but this. So, all right, let me just write down the test that I'm taking because they always ask you what test you're taking. And girl, don't get me out here to lying, okay? Because I will make up some numbers in a second. It says that the test should take 180 minutes, which I honestly don't foresee it taking me that long, okay? Because either I know it or I don't. There's that. 3 hours for this test is crazy. Probably will be done within an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maximum 2 hours. I'll give myself maximum 2 hours, but I don't see myself having the attention span to stare at this computer for 3 hours. I don't. I think there's only 66 questions on here too, so yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and just like look over some of my notes and stuff that I had from the practice test. Honestly, again, like I said, I either know it or I don't, so I didn't come home and like cram. Like I've been building towards this. I'm just show up and do my part and God will do the rest. And that's really it. Going back through all of my practice notes is so funny. Like, girl, you were not playing. I gotta make sure that I take my cell phone, put my cell phone somewhere else or turn it off or something because can't have that. Well, y'all say a prayer for your girl because I need to pass this test in Jesus' name. I'll talk to you later. Good morning, beautiful people. Okay, I just want to report that your girl passed her exam yesterday. I know. I passed the exam yesterday. The required score was like 160 and I scored 174, which I'm so grateful for. So I can finally apply for my DC licensure now. I do have to take another praxis, but not for another 3 years. We'll talk about that at another time because I don't want to rain on my parade, okay? Your girl, I took every bit of that 3 hours. Well, I think I had like 15 minutes left on the clock. So yeah, it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, but I was killing it. I was having so much fun, but it was also really, really hot in the room. Just so much, okay? So much. But I'm glad that is over. It is a weight lifted off my shoulder for real. Right now, it's my prep period. It's my prep period. Today's Wednesday. So again, you guys know that my schedule is a little bit different on Wednesdays. I don't know why they're knocking at my door, but this is my prep period. Anyway, so I just taught my second period class. Now it's my prep, and then I have period 3, then lunch, and then period 4 regular time. So right now I'm actually gonna have some breakfast. I've been loving this place. I think it's called Tate. T-A-T-T-E. I didn't have to get a coffee, but I like their pistachio iced latte, but it's a little thick, so I didn't get it today because I also made myself coffee this morning too. They have this sandwich, and the sandwich, I have not stopped thinking about the sandwich since I got it last. So we can go ahead and have some breakfast together. And then I also got some berries and grapes, a little fruit cup. Hold on a second. I don't know about y'all, but if you knocked on a teacher's door and the teacher did not answer, wouldn't you just like walk away, right? First of all, my door, it opens on its own. Like, people can just pull the door. I don't know why they're even knocking at this point. But like, you know you don't have me right now, so why are you trying to come in here? And if I didn't answer, please go to your class because you don't have any business being in here right now, and you know that. know that. Anyway, so I'm gonna have lunch. No, I'm not. This is their turkey BLAT. It's like bacon, lettuce, avocado, and turkey sandwich. It's so good.
I'm bored.
I'm sorry, it's my prep period.
Huh?
It's my prep period.
Oh, you don't got first period.
Yeah. My students crack me up with that. I'm bored. Go to class. You wouldn't have time to be bored if you went to class and was actually learning. Anyway, this is the sandwich. She's a beauty. Yeah. She's gorgeous. Let's have our first bite together. Okay. Cheers. So good. The only thing that would make this better is if it had like a fried egg on it to make it more breakfasty, but she's still good. 10 out of 10. I'm probably gonna eat both sides of the sandwich too. I had to check my Rachel app because I was like, why do I feel like hungry enough to eat everything that's not nailed down to the ground? And that's because Rachel will be here in 6 days. Yeah, that week before. So right now I'm actually currently touring the apartment that I absolutely want. We're gonna talk about it. I viewed it last week online and like via a virtual tour, and then I decided to come in person and talk to somebody because I'm having a little bit of an issue, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But right now I'm looking at the pool grounds and like the grills and like the cookout sections, and I'm just so in love with this apartment. Like, I know that God's going to do it for me, so I'm not going to stress it. This is such a nice way to end my day too, because I feel like the work day was just very like, when I tell you them kids drained me today, they absolutely drained me. But look at the grill. Look at the grill section. How cute. There's multiple grills. Let's look at this one. Yeah, it is super nice here. So prayerfully I'm able to get what I need to get done so that I can move in here in August, because I'm obsessed. You guys, I want this apartment so bad. I just left the complex. I'm walking to my car right now, which is perfect because I only paid for an hour of parking and my parking is gonna expire in 21 minutes and I don't want another ticket because please. Anyways, so I'm stressed, but I'm not, because again, I know that the Lord is gonna work this out for me. I toured this apartment last week virtually and I applied and I got denied, which stressed me out so bad because I've never been denied for an apartment in my entire life. And the reason for it, and I could be honest and transparent about it, so last year I had shared with you guys that my summer school program got cut and I had no income coming in, and my rent was late. My rent was late by 3 weeks. And hold on, cousin Bree's calling 1 second. Hey, let me call you back in 2 seconds. I'm just walking in my car.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, bye. So I had no income coming in. My rent was late by 3 weeks, and my apartment complex, they took me to court and they were like, they categorized it as a failure to pay rent. Mind you, I talked to the property manager. I let everybody in the leasing office know. I'm like, hey, listen, this is what's going on because of budget cuts with the new administration. They've cut our funding for our program. I was like, so I no longer have rent coming in. I was like, I can pay half of it now and the other half later so that I can, like, you know, afford life. At first, that was fine. Everybody said, okay, that's cool, that's great, wonderful. And then the business manager was like, well, actually, no, it's not okay. And was like, if you don't pay the full rent by this time, then, you know, we're gonna have to take you to court. So I literally went to court. Now some guy was just trying to holler at me. That's so weird. Talking about some, hey, please leave me alone. So anyway, where was I? They took me to court. Now mind you, okay, mind you, I only owed a few $100s, like, okay, a little bit more than a few, but I really only owed a few $100s. I got there, I was the last person on the docket. There was like 110 people that were in the courtroom. People owed like $15,000, $25,000. I literally was the last person. So I had to sit in that courtroom the entire time, and it was so humbling because I was like, I've never been in this position before. I cannot believe that I'm in this position right now. I've never been to court before in my life, just for jury duty, but that's literally it. I take care of my stuff on time. I'm never late, except for that one time. Mind you, I've been living in the same apartment complex for 3 years, okay? 3 years. And I had a perfectly clean record, and I was asking for them to give me some grace. And the one lady was like, yeah, sure. Everybody else was like, yeah, no, you're going to court. Cool. I get there, I go, the judge is looking at me like, I'm really not sure why you're here. And I'm like, honestly, your guess is as good as mine, because I have documentation right here between me and the property manager, letting her physically telling me that as long as I paid half, I could give her the other half then at the beginning of the next month, plus whatever I owed for the next month, because I got a new job. He was like, I'm really so sorry that you had to be here, because this is literally nothing. He was like, we're gonna rule in favor of the landlord, but you shouldn't have been here. People in my building were also there. They owed like $5,000. When I tell you, I just felt like they were being spiteful at this point. And ever since, they've just been treating people really, really poorly. Like, people are moving out of our building left and right. So when I applied for this apartment last week, because I loved it so much, when I did the virtual interview, the virtual tour, I applied for it immediately so that I could lock in the rate that they currently have going right now and the special that they have going right now. And I got denied. And it was because they had a failure to pay rent on there. And I'm like, why is this even on my credit report? Because y'all didn't evict me. I've never been evicted. I've been a perfect tenant, except for that 1 month where I could only give you half of my rent. I don't know, and this is like humbling, even just like talking about it, because this is not stuff that I talk about, but at the same time, it just is what it is. So while I've been looking for apartments, I've been looking at the private landlord route. Like, what am I gonna do? You know, what should I do? Because I already told them I'm not coming back, because they've just been treating everybody in our building so poorly, so nasty. Like, people are moving out left and right. Literally today, when I was on my way to work, there's 2 U-Hauls out there, 2 different people moving stuff out. Like, people are leaving because they are sick of the nonsense that's going on at my apartment complex. I can't wait to give you guys the tea when I no longer live there. I went to this in-person tour today because I wanted to talk to a person and like see like what's going on. The girl was like, first of all, that's really ghetto that they did that to you, because and I was like, exactly. And she was like, well, you can dispute that. And I was like, well, I'm calling Experian, I'm calling all the people, because y'all are gonna remove that off my credit report, because I've never been evicted, so it shouldn't even be on there in the first place. That is unauthorized. Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's really where I'm at with it. But I want this apartment so bad. It's so beautiful. I inserted the footage of one of the units that is similar to the one that I'm applying for, but it's a little bit smaller, and then I also showed you a portion of one of the model units. I never really like the model units are never in my pay range. Like, I'm not trying to pay no $2,600 a month. Like, and that might not be a lot for some people, but it's literally just me. I do not need to pay $2,600 a month for rent. Like, and bills in general, okay, yes, but for one thing plus bills, no, I'm not doing that. That has been this experience. But now we are going home, because I'm so ready. I'm so ready to get in the house. I have some editing to do tonight. I also want to make dinner and do some Bible study. So that's really what we're going to be doing, and keeping it cute and casual. So I'll see you guys when we get in the house. Y'all, we are back in the house, and I made a stop on my way home. I needed to go to Trader Joe's because I did not feel like cooking tonight, and I was craving mozzarella sticks. And of course, Trader Joe's has mozzarella sticks. I already opened them and I tried them, and they are delicious. I love them. But I got a few, couple, 2, 3, if you will, frozen items to stock my freezer with. So I figured we could do a little Trader Joe's freezer section haul. So starting up, we got these breaded mozzarella cheese sticks. 10 out of 10. They have Pad See Ew. This has stir-fried Thai rice noodles with vegetables, tofu, and sauce. This is a meatless option, but I'm gonna add some shrimp in here. I've never tried these. If you've tried them, let me know, but I'm so excited to try them. I also, of course, got some pot stickers, because girl, it is not a successful trip to Trader Joe's without a pot sticker. So I got these chicken pot stickers. I also got the pork gyoza pot stickers, because they have like a new little bag though. This is a new bag. They used to look like this, but with the blue wrapper. But these are the 2 pot stickers that I got here. I also got the Thai shrimp gyoza. These ones are really, really good too. I forgot to get sauce, but I'll run back and get it another day. It's fine. Then I'm also trying the spicy Alfredo fusilone pasta. It's like a little corkscrew pasta. I think this is so cool. It is giant fusilli pasta with a creamy gochujang sauce. That's new. So we got this. And of course I got my 2 bags of raviolis, the mushroom raviolis, because they are my favorite thing ever. I have not had them in my freezer in literally so long. And I was feeling like I wanted to watch Twilight this weekend, and I feel like I'm really close to the movie when I eat those and watch the movie, since Bella be chowing down on mushroom ravioli. So yeah. And then I also just got some marinara sauce to dip my mozzarella cheese sticks in, and then also some Parmesan cheese. And that is the haul. Oh, no, I'm lying. These aren't frozen, but this is also what I got. I got the sardines. These ones are in olive oil and smoke flavor. I really do like them a lot, but the bones are in them. So if you don't like the bones, you might not like these, but they were 10 out of 10. I tried them today when I got home and I love them. So this is everything that I got from, I almost said Target. No, Trader Joe's. And I'm gonna put all this stuff in the freezer. It's actually been sitting out since I've been home. I just went on the phone with Cousin Bree, and I'm still on the phone with Cousin Bree, so we're about to wrap this up really quick. But yeah, everything's been sitting out for like an hour. I need to put it in the freezer before like it goes bad. So just wanted to share a couple, 2, 3 things with you guys. This morning in the house, and wow.